what's the best way to measure learning outcomes?
As I've stated, I'm a big believer in behaviors. So I believe if you pick the right people, and you have the right environment, and you get the right behaviors, you'll get the outcomes, which is in the business world, money. Mm-hmm. All right? So I don't believe it's money. I believe it's measuring behaviors. And I believe it's also taking a developmental approach to behaviors. Okay? So I'm a big believer in 360-degree measurements. I'm a big believer in feedback very, very frequently, all right, on open-mindedness, non-defensiveness, listening, subjecting your thinking to stress testing, how you handle all these things, all right? In today's world, especially people that have graduated from college or high school with all A's, right. And especially people if they've gone to, quote, prestige schools, okay, where you may have grade inflation. A lot of these people have never received any negative feedback in their life.
Right. Yeah.
So all of a sudden, you think you're really a superstar and you're great, and all of a sudden somebody's telling you you're closed-minded, you're defensive, you're arrogant, and you're a poor thinker. Whoa! And your immediate reaction is, okay, assume you told me that, okay? My immediate human reaction is, okay, oh, what's wrong with her?
Right.
Okay.
What's wrong with my boss?
Yeah.
What's wrong with this place?
Yeah, it's like, she must have had a bad day, or somebody really upset her, or maybe I'm threatening her. Mm-hmm. Maybe she sees that maybe I'm better than her. Now think what plays out in people's minds. All of a sudden,
right,
I'm this young upstart, and all of a sudden, I got the ego to say, oh, she's concerned I may replace her, or I may look bad. Holy mackerel! You can see how delusional it becomes.
And how dangerous to the organization it could become.
Yes.
Very insidious.
So, what I find out there is it's a tremendous learning experience for people to learn how to take constructive feedback positively and use it, and to take it frequently. And if you look at organizations like Pixar, like Bridgewater Associates, where it comes frequently, those organizations would agree with that comment, that it is very hard for people to learn, and it takes that right environment. And Bridgewater Associates is the largest hedge fund in the world, one of the most successful hedge funds, a very advanced learning organization that follows the science of learning. Ray Dalio, the founder, says that when they hire super smart people from the best schools, it takes them about 18 months to make the transformation to become, if you will, open-minded, a good independent thinker. Instead of feeling insecure when getting feedback, after 18 months, you feel insecure when you don't get feedback because you've learned how frequently you don't have it all figured out. Right. And together, okay, 1 + 1 + 1 can equal 5.
So that's why it's so important that an environment be free of fear.
Yes.
Because a lot of people, if they get any negative feedback, or am I going to get fired? Am
Absolutely.
I going to be replaced?
Yes. And Pixar talks about this, a big issue, and IDEO, the great design innovation firm, says the same thing, is that fear, we're all in a meeting, and no matter how hard you work on it, and you get your people, you want to say something that sort of no one has said, it's going in the back of your mind, am I going to look stupid?
Right.
Okay, or is somebody going to get upset? Or, is it worth me saying? Am I really, really sure? So it's all this, the tendency is
doubt.
to doubt.
Yeah.
Doubt.
I've been there.
Yeah. No, we all have. We all have. And it's how do you create an environment of candor and respect? And people say, well, gosh, aren't these environments sort of harsh? No, they're very humanistic because they accept our humanness And everybody from the CEO down gets subject to the same processes. And CEOs, you don't make CEO, when you make CEO, you stop making mistakes.
Right.
Ray Dalio, the founder of Bridgewater, says, I make mistakes every day, plenty of them. The goal is to make small mistakes and keep learning so you don't make the same mistakes over, and to have people catch your mistakes. And then together you can create something. And see, organizations like Pixar, IDEO, WL, Gore, Bridgewater, who get this right, the human part of it is so difficult. It takes such dedication and work every day. When you get it right, you have a significant competitive advantage. The challenge is many CEOs don't have the discipline and the persistence to work at this hard every day.
Right.
Because it's hard work. It's much easier to go, quote, talk strategy or talk with investment bankers or give talks or to, fly around in your corporate jet, all right? That's easy compared to this one-on-one engaging in, are we really thinking this through? Or a CEO saying to his or her team, what am I missing? Help me think this through, okay? I mean, that's being vulnerable. It's like the all-knowing, all-powerful CEO, okay? In the era we're going into with smart machines and technology, the whole business model and leadership model that came out of the Industrial Revolution, which was command and control, top-down, hierarchical, in some cases, cultures of fear.
Yeah.
In organizations that have humans, there may be organizations where there's GNs or robots and smart machines and few humans, but if you got a good human component in the future, it's going to be very different. That's why I like to say artificial intelligence technology is going to dehumanize businesses because it's going to reduce the number of humans in the business, but for those humans left, it's going to humanize it because it's going to be very human, positive, emotional in order for the humans to have this type of conversation you and I are having. So it's sort of, yes, technology will displace workers, but also technology is going to humanize business.